Before I start the video, I just want to say that Life of Luxury is a horror project. Badly made horror, I guess. Um, and it's like an internet creepypasta-ish series. So, yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. I'll probably link it in the description anyways, in case you don't know what it is and you're watching this. If you don't know what it is and you watch it, go away. I'm filming this on my phone because my computer camera sucks when it's taking videos, and yeah. Anyways, hi, I'm Lily. This isn't the normal content that I post on my channel, because I barely ever use my channel, but it's mainly art content, sometimes cosplay skits. I barely ever use it now, because I'm mainly on TikTok. But since no one watches my channel anyways, I'm doing what I want with it, and I spent an hour taking these notes on the channel Life of Luxury. I wouldn't be surprised if you've heard it and you're watching this, obviously. Anyways, I'm doing a somewhat of a theory video explaining the creatures that are in Life of Luxury and Luxury Dark. One, from what I can tell, all of the creatures that are in this channel come from the woods, or the people who are said to be these people, but are actually probably these weird creatures, went into the woods. In most of these videos, there's holes in the bottom of the closets that lead to the basement. I'm not sure why those are there, but it's a pretty important detail from what I can tell. The limbs in these creatures are abnormally long and don't fit the skin properly, which is very present in most, if not all, of the videos. And not a lot, well, I don't know. I haven't watched most of the Luxury Dark videos, but at least a few videos of the Luxury Dark videos. At least a few, it's present there. Oh my god. These creatures have the strength to break a lock that's on a bedroom door, wooden floorboards, and possibly cement, cameras, and other things. Yeah. So these monster things are pretty strong. And I'm gonna pause this here. Now on to the main part of the video. My main points. In the video, titled He Loves to Watch Her Sleep, Bailey states that she doesn't know what happened to her mother and sister, and that her father seemed to have had an accident, possibly a car crash. What we know about this is she says her father went into the woods. If I recall correctly, in the same video, there was a hole in the closet. There was notes that said something about a husk and or skin suit, leading me to believe that people or animals that go in the woods are killed by these abnormally large creatures who steal their skin to act as one of the humans. The real question is why? Why are these creatures doing this? Why do they need to hide amongst humans? Back to the topic of not fitting skin properly, in the video, her son can't stop growing. Tommy, I believe his name was. Tommy's limbs keep growing, and he eventually can't fit his skin, and his bones begin to stick out. He walks on all fours and wears a mask, possibly to hide the amount of missing skin on his face. In the video, something horrible happened to her sister. Leah contacts Parker and Chester about her sister Gail. I don't have any more notes about this, so I'm going to wing it. In the video, I'm pretty sure Leah says that Gail also got in a car crash, and she hasn't been the same ever since. I believe she ran off into the woods at one point, according to Leah. So that's probably how she became this weird, messed up creature that can unattach her jaw. If I'm in Luxury Dark, I haven't watched many of their videos as I have Life of Luxury, but from the one I just watched, I can say that Petunia, Parker's dark web girlfriend, definitely fits with some of the other mentioned creatures when it comes to not fitting her skin. In this video, which is titled, We Used a Dark Web Dating Site, Chester and Parker talk to Petunia on the site before Parker finds out Chester used photos of him without asking. Chester continues talking to Petunia and gives her their address. Petunia arrives and Chester tells Parker that his girlfriend was here. Parker was actually seemed pretty happy, but Chester got a bad feeling when Petunia asked to go be alone with Parker, which I don't understand why he got a bad feeling if they are technically dating. Most people would want to be alone with their boyfriend and or significant other or girlfriend, you know? Anyways, Chester kept telling Parker about how it wasn't a good idea and how creepy and weird she was, and something was wrong with her. Parker ignored him and went upstairs with Petunia. Parker didn't get hurt at all in this video, so it's fine. But Chester decided it would be a good idea to stay up all night and wait and see if anything bad happened to Parker. At some point in the night, Parker came downstairs, opened the fridge, and chugged some orange juice from the fridge, and then he left it on the counter. I don't know why I wrote this down, but it happened. Chester was still pretty frightened because Parker still wanted to hang out with Petunia, but he continued to sit on the couch. I think it's also worth mentioning that Parker was very sweaty when he came downstairs, and I don't really think it was ever talked about, but yeah. After a little bit, he goes upstairs and finds Petunia in the bathroom, and Parker is not in his bedroom. I don't actually think it was stated where Parker went, but if there's multiple bathrooms in the house, I wouldn't doubt that he was also in the bathroom. Chester decides to put the camera on the ground and film the crack between the bottom of the door and the floor. We can see Petunia's hand fall to the ground as if she has too much skin, and maybe she wasn't as normally large as the other creatures, but she definitely had too much skin for how small she was. This I need to correct myself on, because later in the video she becomes this big giraffe creature, as LaurenZSide put it, and she clearly was abnormally large, so maybe these creatures have the ability to grow and shrink, hence why the name of one of the videos was Her Son Can't Stop Growing. She managed to slip her skin suit hand back on, and Chester slipped the camera farther underneath the door, and we could see that she was the big giraffe-like creature, like I mentioned that LaurenZSide said it when she reacted to the video. And then she turns her head and finds out Chester was filming her. Parker finds out Chester was filming his girlfriend when she was in the bathroom, and said that if he did it again, he would call the cops, which would be understandable in any situation besides this. Before this, I think, when Parker and Chester were talking, Petunia walked up behind them, and clearly her skin was not fitting her face. It was bumpy and loose, and she kept moving her jaw around similar to how Gail did in Something Horrible Happened to Her Sister. Chester goes back to sitting on the couch and waiting for something to happen. Eventually, he hears some noise and starts recording. He walks through the hallway and finds Petunia standing there and staring at what I assume is where the one of the living rooms is supposed to be, or up the staircase. Chester asks something along the lines of, "What do you want?" Petunia says something about being in pain and how someone told her to stop. I don't remember the rest of the quote because I'm stupid and didn't write it down. Before turning while chasing... What? Okay. She says the thing I just said before turning while chasing Chester, making some kind of groaning sound. Chester started screaming for help before opening the door and tricking her into chasing him outside, running back and locking the door. Parker comes downstairs and confronts Chester about what happened, and doesn't believe him when he explains what happened. Parker says that something along the lines of, "You probably said something to her," before walking back to his room. And then the video ends. I haven't watched all the videos on most channels, but once I finish watching all of them, or rewatching the ones that I don't remember much about, I'll do an update on this video. Before I end this, I want to mention that LaurenZSide reacted to a bunch of these videos, and that's how I found out about this channel. She also mentioned in one of her videos that Luxury Dark could be like an alternate reality in the Life of Luxury universe, because Parker and Chester seem to have swapped personalities. Like in Life of Luxury, Chester is the skeptic that believes they shouldn't be doing this because it's not their job, and Parker is the one to convince him otherwise. While in Luxury Dark, it's swapped, and Chester is the one who convinces skeptic Parker to buy all the dark web things. that's all for now. Thanks for watching again. I'm Lily. I highly doubt anyone's watching this, but if you are, leave a like if you want to, and if you enjoy this kind of content, there might be like 2 other videos I make on this, so subscribe, I guess.